Now, if you have been waking up every single day for the past couple of months, and the one thing you cannot stop thinking about is how much you want to rebrand yourself and just change your life, then this video is for you. In this video, I'll be sharing with you guys why you need to reinvent yourself and probably why the best time to do that is now. Now, when it comes to rebranding, you don't necessarily have to change every single thing about yourself and your business. You just have to do like a complete overview of everything that relates to you and think about it in a way that you are trying to make changes in the aspects that would make the most impact. Let's assume you bought a beautiful home and this home is actually beautiful and that is why you bought it. And now you want to live in that house and you're looking at it and you're saying, well, this doesn't necessarily fit my style, and you have the money and the resources to change the whole thing and basically make it perfect for you. You don't have to break the whole building. You don't have to demolish everything. You just have to do little changes here and there to make it suit your taste. And that is exactly what you have to think about when you're thinking about reinventing yourself and basically rebranding. Because you choose to say, you know what, this method no longer serves me, doesn't mean the method is bad. It just means it is not a good fit for you. And you are ready for change. You're ready to move on. And with that sometimes comes a little bit of guilt, because you have been doing things a certain way for several years and you just feel guilty just abandoning the old method. Now you need to be comfortable with saying that this doesn't serve me anymore. It doesn't mean that this method is broken. It doesn't mean that this method is bad, but for who I am right now and who I want to be in the future, this is not compatible. And when you look at it from this perspective, you don't feel any kind of guilt. I'll use myself as an example in this situation. When I was growing up, people had an idea of me in their minds. So when you say Oge, there's this persona that pops up in your mind. And for the longest time, I found myself trying to conform, trying to mold myself into this person that everybody thought I was, when deep down in my heart, I knew that I'm no longer this person. And it's high time I started, letting everybody know. Same thing applies to your brand. If you know deep down in your heart that your brand is not only a natural hair brand, but a natural hair brand for Christian women that think that their hair is your crown and your glory and everything, then you should feel free to reflect that in your business. If you, the founder of your business, know the vision that you have for your business and you're looking at your model right now and you're saying, well, this doesn't necessarily is not going to take me where I want to go with my business, then feel free to change. I'm not going to lie to you and say that rebranding is always very easy, because it really is not. Sometimes you lose people and a lot of the time you gain the right people for yourself. And I think I've said that in one of my previous videos. You should normalize wanting the right people instead of having a crowd. I've had to rebrand myself. I've had to rebrand my business. Now, back in uni, I used to be this person that would braid every single person's hair. I didn't care how much they were paying me. I had this client that was always making her hair with me, but she never used to pay me more than 2,500 naira. No matter how long the hair is, no matter how difficult the style is, she would never pay me more than 2,500 naira. Now, one day I went off key and I made this hairstyle for another of my clients that has like a beauty studio outside the school. And this client of mine that was always paying 2,500 naira saw that hairstyle and wanted to make it. Now, I didn't know all of this when all these things was happening. Now, the next day I went to class and I saw this extension that I had spent the weekend making on this, my client's head. And I was like, oh, wait, I know this. I mean, I made it, but I didn't tell her. I was like, oh, your hair's nice. Where did you make it? Now, I was back in the hostel when one of our friends came, the one that had seen me making this extension during the weekend, and she was like, wait, do you know how much these get paid for this hair? And I was like, how much? And she said 11 or 15,000 naira. And I was like, okay. Now, I wasn't mad because I knew it was worth that amount. But what I was mad about was that this same person that would never pay me more than 2,500 naira was okay paying 11 to 15,000 naira for the same hair that I would have made for her at 2,500 minus the attachment that was used. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So that day I told myself that I don't have to make hair for everybody. I just have to make hair for the right people. And as long as you're okay with the services I'm providing, that is fine by me. And that taught me something, that once you feel like you are ready for a change, stop bringing yourself down. Stop settling for the barest minimum, that would not do you any good. And the funny thing is that even when I raised my prices, this person that I assumed would never be able to pay more than 2,500, even when I raised my prices, she still came back. You know, once you feel like you're ready for a rebrand, when you feel like you're ready to increase your price, don't wait. It's almost 2025, and what better time to change and rebrand than the new year? So take this period to figure out what you want, how you want to show up next year, what your brand would be, how much you want to charge. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you have not subscribed already, feel free to subscribe, you know, join the family, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Mwah!